sipping on booze in the house of blues. It's the oh, oh, oh. Recognize a real dawn when you see me. Drop it.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have the ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall.
Hey guys, it's your chaos coordinator, woo, woo, Coach B in the house. Ow, ow. Hey guys, happy Black Friday. I know at least for me, I've wanted to throw this thing through the wall. Holy crap, Black Friday specials galore. Good freaking gosh. Hey guys, tonight is something special. And we ain't trying to Black Friday deals nothing. But in the words of some cool folks that I've recently met, his name's Dr. O and Money Margie. I hear him say it all the time. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Are you ready? Are you ready to live a fulfilling life? Are you ready to live a fulfilling life? So guys, we're going to dive into Black Friday, happy Thanksgiving, happy Hanukkah, happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy Christmas, happy freaking Friday, guys. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So I just wrapped up a pretty epic training session in the gym. I got to hang out with all my favorite women. It's weird. All of the people that I typically coach are female. I pretty much have an all-female gym, and it's crazy because I'm a dude who is always trying to be one of the girls. Well, tonight we kind of went through some emotional roller coasters. Holiday seasons are tough, guys. And sadly, a young lady that I was coaching was really going through a hard time because a close friend of hers, sadly, tragically committed suicide yesterday. And that's not necessarily something that anyone would ever want to hear. But guys, the reality of the matter is holidays are hard. But I want to ask you, are you ready to live a fulfilling life? Because adulting can suck. Adulting's hard. Being a business owner is hard. Being a parent is hard. Being a student is freaking hard. So guys, the training that we're going to be going over tonight is we're going to be going over and diving into like energy vampires, things that's going to be sucking the life out of you. And we're going to dive into this thing. And when we do, this graphic is really going to kind of help you. Are you an energy giver? Or are you an energy taker? Is the things that are predominantly in your life, are they giving you energy? Or are they taking energy? So guys, do me a favor. We are streaming this bad boy to the Facebook lands, the YouTube lands, the Instagram lands, the LinkedIn lands, the freaking TikTok land. It's streaming everywhere. So glorious happy Friday, guys. For those of you watching live, do me a favor, hashtag live, and then drop in the comments, where in the world are you watching this from? And if you're watching this on the replay, do me a favor, in the chat, replay, where are you watching this? So hashtag replay, and then where in the world are you watching this from? Well, happy Black Friday, friends. Happy Thanksgiving. I want to say that I'm thankful for you guys. You know, as I came into coach class tonight, I kind of sensed that, you know, the mood was a little bit heavy. And I didn't necessarily know and understand why. Whoop, whoop. Hey, guys, we got some hometown cool cats jumping in live from Morrison, Tennessee. Well, glorious evening to you, because you're right in my neck of the woods. But guys, I sensed that the mood was a little heavy, and normally we have a super upbeat, just hopping little fitness class thing, and I didn't necessarily kind of know what was going on. So just me being me, I come in just a ball of freaking energy. If you can imagine me live and in person, I'm this excited on a little tiny screen. Imagine what I'm like in person. I really want people to laugh and smile and just live their best life. You know what? And I came in and I really sensed that the mood was a little heavy, and I didn't really know why. You know, as the class, you know, kind of goes on, you know, and I noticed that, you know, that there's some like really like holding back tears. And that's what drove tonight's message. You know, and I just kind of thought it was the stress of people trying to Black Friday shop, you know, because if you do the whole like in-person Black Friday, it can get a little bit aggressive in some of these stores. But that was not the case. This young lady was battling the heartache that comes with losing someone that is very near and dear and very close to them. And what breaks my heart even more is I almost committed suicide myself. For a lot of you guys who know my story, when we rewind this thing back, you know, so I'm like almost 45 now. So about 23 years ago, I had chronic depression. And I had a lot of suicidal thoughts that kind of went through my mind for many years. And at the time, I was battling post-traumatic stress syndrome disorder, call it what you will, but I was struggling to find my place in this world. I was struggling to find my way. So I can understand who this individual that just committed suicide was feeling, but when reality set in of this is the most or selfless action that I could ever take. Yes, it may be the easy way out of the pain that I was feeling, that I felt like I had no way out other than that. Thank God that someone showed up who just loved on me and poured into me and just refused to leave me alone. Well, that group of people, there was two of them. His name's Jonathan York and Cassie Paris. Well, I ended up marrying both of them. I'm not into some kind of weird, like threesome kind of relationship, but I call this young man my brother now, and then I end up marrying this young lady. Those two people were two people who dug me out of my deepest and darkest depressions. I was an energy taker and they were energy givers. And because those two people was pouring energy into my life, it allowed me a way to just truly vent, because I was not living my purpose. And this is really what drove tonight's message. Guys, I was going to be talking about how to navigate a healthy holiday tonight, until what was really bringing this young lady down, who is normally a very peppy young lady in class. One of her closest friends committed suicide last night. Because of that, it just completely detoured the message that I was going to be delivering. And I really was like, all right, guys, people need to know that I used to be this. I used to be one of those energy takers. So guys, I built this graphic for us real fast, and we're going to be diving into this thing. Are you an energy vampire, or are you someone like the young lady that I married and my brother? They were energy givers, and their energy is what kept me going. Their energy is what kept me sane. Their energy is what allowed me an opportunity to get my crap together. And it was right here. I kept telling myself there was something wrong with me. I kept kind of creating these things in my mind of all the things I was not good at and all the things that I blah, 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 blah. Are the things in your life, are the people you are allowing to surround you, are they an energy giver? Is that thing an energy giver? Or is that thing an energy taker? So whenever we look at these two things, we're looking at habits, activities, people, or groups of people. Are these habits, are these activities, are these people, or are these groups of people replenishing you, providing you with an awesome environment? Or is this environment, are these activities, are these habits draining you? I don't know what this young lady or this young man was dealing with that pushed them over the edge, that they thought the absolute only possible solution to the problem that they was dealing with was to take their own life. I've been in those shoes all the way to the point of attempting, and I was unsuccessful in my first try at suicide. Thank God I was unsuccessful. I needed someone in my life that was going to give energy to me, because I needed that little bit of a push. I needed something that was going to break me out of my habit, out of my ruts, break those chains. And this allowed me a group of people who got me involved into habits that were healthy, and those habits that were healthy energized me and allowed me an opportunity to really find what I excel in and that thing that just brings me great joy and passion. And they let me pour into that. I did not know that I was just some super like freak of nature when it comes to athletic adventures. I hated the gym. I hated everything that came with the gym. I was super, like, imagine me introverted. I hated people. I hated new environments. You couldn't catch me dead in a gym. But I found that I really enjoyed paintball. I really enjoyed jumping out of airplanes. I really enjoyed rock climbing and rappelling. I found that I really enjoyed high adrenaline, kind of somewhat unsafe activities. And then I started getting these like super big hits of endorphins that really brought me out of my funk. Which brings us to this graphic. Are you an individual that's spending too much time on social media? Or are you an individual that is spending too much screen time? Well, here's a habit that we could really dive into. Super simple, doesn't cost any money. Get some sunlight. If screen time, if scrolling social media is something that brings you great joy, then whenever we're talking about health and wellness, we're trying to replace habits that are causing us ill health with something that we can leverage to bring us great health. Well, if right now where you are in life, you love scrolling social media, well, my feed knows that I'm addicted to adrenaline. I love fast cars. I love paintball. So my feeds are constantly feeding me clips of fast cars and paintball interactions, like paintball tournaments. It knows I enjoy fitness, so it's always feeding me these things. Well, I have allowed myself pockets of time in my day that I'm going to take 6 minutes and I'm going to watch a clip. Typically, I watch 3, and they always come in threes. I'm going to watch 3 15-second clips of some people just duking it out on a paintball field or some cars on a drag strip, because I'm really big into cars and big motors, and I like working on cars, and I like making my car go faster. I like me as a human trying to fine-tune performance and create more horsepower because I want to go faster. I enjoy those things. So if that's you, why would I, as your coach, say, stop doing that? How do we say, okay, now maybe we've spent too much time on the screen. How do we replace that with some sunlight, getting outside or getting active? What if we could take the best of both worlds and enjoy a little bit of screen time outside and some sunlight? Because that sunlight is going to help us to battle stress. Getting away from the screen time is also going to help us to maybe start to battle self-doubts, self-induced fears. Well, what we have learned is if we start to bring sunlight into our body, which is very important, that vitamin D, and we couple that, because we're trying to habit stack, we couple that with some nutritious food, and we can fuel our bodies. This is also going to allow us to fuel our central nervous system and our minds. Then we can stop overthinking, because overthinking is causing us to overanalyze. wasting time over analyzing things that either aren't going to happen anyway or may not happen at all. So if we can get a little bit of vitamin D, and then we can put some nurturing food or some just good, clean, quality food into our body, and then we can move a little bit. Well, if you guys can see, my hair is still a little bit wet. Well, I don't go fix my hair to jump on a Facebook Live or a YouTube Live or an Instagram Live. That's just, if y'all could smell me right now, we straight stink. I stink. That is sweat. But sweat is going to cause us to also get a little bit dehydrated. So if we're going to start to habit stack here, and we're constantly trying to move our body, well, if we're going to do these things, we also need to leverage in some hydration, preferably some type of clear liquids. So what are some things that we can do to bring energy versus take energy? Well, I'm a workaholic, and what I have found is if I do not purposely intentionally take breaks, I will just keep working and working and working, and I'm going to work in this office, in this dark room. I'm never going to get any sunlight. I'm never going to get any fresh air. I'm constantly going to be cooped up. A little bit of movement, a little bit of good food, a little bit of sunlight and fresh air is going to do the body good. Because guys, we're just constantly trying to habit stack things that's going to give our body natural energy. So we're not trying to just take a bunch of caffeine to I got to stay focused. So guys, we've touched on this all year long. Junk food is called junk for a reason. You're junking up the system. So, and not saying this any type of manner, but my wife allowed me for my birthday to purchase something. This was 2 years ago, that I've been after for a long time. She knows that I really enjoy cars, really, really, really enjoy cars. And I fell in love with the company. And that company makes this little bitty thing called a SLK. And the first time I seen an SLK 350, one of my personal training clients, she rolled up in this thing, and I'm like, oh my God, what is that? This car just made me ooh and awe and gawk at it. That car went on my vision board. Well, I ended up falling in love with it so much that I bought 2 of them. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it's not exactly kind of what I want. I don't want the 350 horsepower version. I want the 550 horsepower version, because it's a dude thing and bigger is always better. And it's not. And then I realized that cars are depreciating assets, and I'm like, God, idiot. Anyway, she allowed me to purchase one of these vehicles. But the trade-off was you got to get rid of the sport bike, because I'm an adrenaline junkie, and sport bikes were not good for me, because sport bikes will go 220 miles an hour. And if they'll do that, then that means I should do that, or they wouldn't make them do that, because, but this brings me to junk food and self-care, junking up the system. Well, if you're going to have a sport bike or a sport car, there's a reason that these vehicles specify only put 93 octane in it. Well, whenever I decided that the 350 horsepower version wasn't going to cut it, I needed the AMG version. And then I'm like, this 2-door really needs to be a 4-door. And then I decided to buy the 4-door AMG version. I got in trouble for that one. Actually, I woke up to her crying because she was so furious that I bought a 4-door AMG that had a 6.2 liter motor in it. But I was just like, but babe, Just wait till I start it. And she was like, Brandon Thomas. I'm like, oh snap. The middle name has done came out. But guys, there's a point to this. Sports cars, high performance machines cannot run on junk crap fuel. When I can help you guys see and understand that you may not have to be a high performance athlete to understand that you, the way God made you, you are a high performance machine. Our brains do calculations in fractions of a second just to get our body to function normally. You are a high performance machine. So when we look at you as a high performance machine, you can't put junk food into a high performance machine. We've got to have some self-care. And self-care goes into the next thing on our energy taker chart. Stop skipping meals. People are like, well, bro, I'm fat because I eat too much. Or I'm not big enough. Or we come up with all these different things that I am too big, I'm not big enough, I'm too skinny, all the different insert excuses, insert things. We've got to fuel our bodies, guys. Well, I'm on the keto diet. Good God. I'm on a paleo. I'm on the carnivore. I'm on the this. I'm on a that. Stop it. Diets don't work. And I'm probably going to get blowed up on every single social media thing when they hear this. Diets don't work. We've got to have something that is sustainable. And what is sustainable is a lifestyle change. You can't do keto for the rest of your life. We can't. But what we can do is treat our body properly. Mind, body, and soul. They're all three connected. So if we can take care of our mindset, and then we can fuel our body properly, and then we can get a little bit of prayer and meditation into ourselves, we will see, guys, that we are fine-tuning a high-performance machine. Just like a vehicle, if that vehicle, now I don't drive my AMG very often. I leave it parked in the driveway more often than not. Sometimes I just start it because I just want to freaking hear the thing run. I will just start it and just to listen to it run. But if we leave a vehicle sitting in a driveway, the thing's going to it's going to start to deteriorate. Your body is that high performance vehicle. We can't sit for too long. It's taking energy away from our body. But I'm tired. You're tired because you're sitting on your glutes too much, bro. Get up. Get active. Motion is the lotion. So I put on here things that can give us energy. Well, if you are tired and maybe you are forced to sit because, like my job right now, I'm sitting on my butt to talk to you guys. What can I do if I'm forced at work because my job is on the computer? I'm a fitness coach, but I watch people work out. I'm not necessarily working out all day long. I'm a nutrition coach. I'm writing nutrition plans for people. I'm doing corporate wellness for people. I do high ticket coaching, remote coaching for people who make an astronomical amount of money, but they're more focused on their business and they don't necessarily know what to do with their health. I'm working with all those people. I am sitting on my butt. Occasionally, guys, it does not hurt anything to just take some deep breaths, do some breathing treatments. Earlier, when we started the show and I said I came into the gym to coach class, and in the mood just kind of didn't necessarily feel right. I did not know that that young lady was battling the loss of a close friend that committed suicide. I didn't know. So when I found out, we all just stopped what we were doing. And we're like, thank you, Jesus, for this day. Too many times, guys, we overlook the small things, the small blessings that we have. And I know we're going long tonight, but I do not want to see or hear another person harming themselves, committing suicide during these holidays, because holidays are hard, guys. There's a lot of depression that goes around holidays. So what I want you to do is learn from this. Take this graphic and be that individual that's going to save someone like me. I needed Jonathan and Cassie in my deepest, darkest days to give me energy because I was at my lowest point. I needed someone else to pour into me so that I could make it another day. Guys, I need you to help someone else be that positive affirmation for them, because they don't know how to do it for themselves right now, or they're going through a financial turmoil that they don't know how to fix. They're going through an emotional roller coaster. They don't know what to do. On the last chart on the Energy Taker, they have set unrealistic goals, and they have allowed that unrealistic goal to force them to stop exercising, sit too long, skip meals, then eat crappy junk food, then they overwork and they overthink, and then they start to doubt that they can achieve their goals, then they start to stress. They need someone like you to reach out to them. So guys, I know there's been Black Friday deals going on left and right, people selling stuff left and right. And what I'm wanting to do is this. Here's my Black Friday deal. Let me help you. Let me work with you. I don't want anything from anybody. I'm going to do it for free. And people are like, well, there's no value in free. They need to have skin in the game. Guys, during the holidays, I know some of you are financially strapped right now. You're not Black Friday shopping. You're having a hard time paying your electric bill. You're stressing over how you're going to provide a Christmas for your kids. I've been there. I've been in that hole. I've been in that rut. Or maybe you're not in that deep, dark place. You're just bored. You're just stuck in a mundane routine. And this boredom, this being stuck, this being shackled is sucking the energy out of you. I want to know, are you ready to live a fulfilling life? Are you ready to take your life, take your energy, take your fitness, take your nutrition, take your lifestyle to the next level? Are you ready to elevate your daily routine? And if you are, then here's how we do it. We're going to take this graphic, and don't look at this like we've got to replace all these. What I'm going to ask you to do is simply this. We're going to replace one of them. So guys, if you're watching live, I asked earlier, #live. Some of you guys have jumped on since we've got this party started. We typically try to keep this dude like 15 minutes or less, but we dove into this, guys, tonight because this hit home for me whenever I seen the impact of someone else's selfish, I'm selfless, selfish. Dang. Woo! Selfish action. Their selfish action, what it has done to their family, to their friends, and everyone else who's now going to have to clean up the mess that this individual made. Guys, we can control this. We can stop this. In the military, we see this all the time, and it stopped at 22. 22 veterans commit suicide every single day due to the battles and the stressors of just combat, insert the thing, trying to adapt to civilian life. But guys, it doesn't just stop with veterans. It doesn't just stop with military members. This is EMS workers. This is teachers, factory workers, stay-at-home moms and dads, high school students, elementary kids. We see it all the time in Hollywood. People committing suicide left and right. The holidays is the hardest freaking time for everybody because we stress over, well, I got to make this dish for this. I got to be at this family connection for this. I got to do this for that. Stop it. Stop overcomplicating things. Stop stressing yourself out. Stop overcommitting yourself. Stop overthinking. We're gonna wrap this thing up with this. In the comments, you ain't even got to comment it. Direct message me. I want to help. I want to put an end to veteran suicide. I want to put a stop to people committing suicide. I want to stop having people fear the future, doubt their future, stress over their future, overthink their future. We can fix this. Get a coach. I want to be your coach. I don't want you to pay me. If I can help one person live one day longer on this planet, God's going to bless me with the finances to take care of my family. I don't need the money. Yes, it would be nice. But I've been there. I was that person who almost committed suicide. I was that person who struggled. I want you to pick one thing off of this chart. And we're going to commit the next month all the way up to Christmas morning. And on Christmas morning, your present to yourself is, we did one thing better for our lives for 1 month. Pick one thing and focus every single day on this one thing for 1 month. And I can promise you, you will be 100% better version of you by picking one thing and focusing on that one thing for 1 month. Because then we can start the new year with something that's actually going to work and something that's going to stick. Not these New Year's resolutions that people throw out the window in the first 40 days. You're actually going to have a successful 2024. I'm super excited for 2024 because I've had an opportunity to partner with some pretty epic and amazing people. We have launched the Underdog Millionaire Nutrition Program, and we are going to work towards saving 1 billion people's lives. Guys, did you know that chronic disease is the #1 killer on the face of this planet right now? And 87% of these chronic diseases is reversible with mindset, diet, and exercise. And people are like, bro, you said diets don't work earlier. That's right, they don't. It's a lifestyle change. So when we can do something that you can do every single day for the rest of your life, that's what works. 75 hard. Cool story, bro. Are you going to do that every single day for the rest of your life, though? If it's unsustainable, then I don't want you to do it. This is why I want you to pick one thing. And I'm going to post this graphic in the comments on Facebook, everywhere that we're streaming and everywhere you are viewing. I'm going to post this. I want you to pick one thing off of this graphic. We're going to focus on this one thing for 1 month, and you're going to be 100% better because you focus on this one thing. Guys, it's been an honor. It's been a privilege of spending this afternoon with you. If you need help, if you want structured help, and you're like, you know what? I know I need help. I do not mind one bit to be your coach. I will structure something that is absolutely going to work for you. We have high ticket offers. So like, I need someone who's going to freaking put their foot clean in my butt, live there, and smack food out of my hand. I will do that for you. I do it every day. For 16 people that is in our program, on our high ticket program, I literally smack food out of their hand. Or I say, hey, before you eat that, maybe you should try drinking some water. Guys, I look forward to being here for you. If you know you need and want structured help, you can go to Carbide Health. You can reach out to us. We'll figure out how to help you. What can we do to help? People send us direct messages all the time saying, dude, I want in the program. How do I get in the program? What does it look like? Well, if you want in the next challenge, October's challenge was the biggest success we have seen in a long time because I really dove hard into it. I knew that November was not going to be as big as October because of Thanksgiving, and people are like, well, I'm saving for Christmas, and people come up with excuses. Do you want to be healthy or not? Do you want to live longer or not? And if you do, this is simply how we do it. If we could give you an opportunity to win $10,000, would you do it? Would you follow my plan for 21 days? If I provided you with the meal plans that you need, the accountability that you need, remote access to a remote fitness program that has 3 different levels, a completely done for you list, supplements that are literally like, good gosh, they freaking taste utterly amazing. Can get you a pretty epic discount on those too if you want a discount. But a how-to video on how to make shakes, how to make herbal teas, how to exercise, how to stretch, how to grocery shop, it's all done for you. Would you do it? Would you do it if I said it was free? The only thing you pay for is the supplements you use. Would you do it? Free. If so, reach out. Let's chat. I look forward to helping you. I don't want any money from you. I want you to be the best version of you possible. And we're going to focus on one healthy habit at a time. Guys, it's your Chaos Coordinator, Coach B. Happy Black Friday. It's been an honor and a privilege. Do me a favor. Do it tonight. Reach out to one person and tell them how much that one person means to you, because you never know. That text message, that phone call, that email may be the one thing that gets them to reconsider what they're about to do. And that about to do could be hurting themselves. That one thing could be the thing that absolutely just makes their holidays better. Because holidays are hard. I want you to find one person, tell them how much they mean to you, and we're going to pick one healthy habit. We're going to focus on it for 1 month. God bless you guys. Have a great evening. It's your Chaos Coordinator, Coach B, signing off. Till tomorrow.